Good morning, YouTube. Brenda Cavetti. As you may or may not have seen, I have just recently uploaded a video, introduction video to my channel. There have been a few things that I've made videos for, mostly containing kittens. I love animals, and I love cats, even more so. I really don't make like a script or anything of like what I want my videos to be about. I just don't. It's not something that I'm going to do. I'm just going to start a video and talk about whatever is on my mind at the time or what I want to make a video. In my introductory video, I talked a little bit about the Vampire Diaries, Owl House, and Amphibian, which, by the way, are two really good, all three are really good shows. And if you ever get a chance to watch them, I would. I totally would. Vampire Diaries came out 0809, so about the time Twilight did. So I'm not sure, and as you know, some people do not like Twilight. Others love the books and the movies and everything. I remember when it came out that they had eventually made dolls of Edward and Bella that I did see, and I think I saw one of Alice at one time. I never bought them, but I have all the books and all the movies on DVD in my giant bookcase that right now is not exactly organized, and I don't have books. And well, I've got books, I've got games, and I've got movies, and it is slap full. I actually need another one because it is overflowing right now. If you saw it, with this mess right now. Because I got some new movies while I was at Second Charles in Augusta, and I had to put them in. I hadn't done that, and I decided to bring some of the games that I had in a different bookcase and put them in here because they kind of went with the movie or book. So I don't really have anything that I really want to talk about today. I just want to make you viewers, and remember, my videos will have spoilers, so if you haven't seen the show and you want to, please go and watch it before you watch this video. Please do that. I don't own any of the, if I do show pictures or I talk about something, I do not own any of it rights or to the creators and everyone that worked on it. The thing that I want to talk about now is growing up in the years that I did before I got out of high school and stuff and everything. There are certain things that you did not talk about, you didn't see, but you didn't really hear about either. It was kind of a hush-hush thing, you didn't think. But the thing that I really want to talk about today is, have you seen Owl House? If you have not seen Owl House, you will not understand what's going on, but if you have seen Owl House, maybe you know where I'm going with this. So first of all, someone that decided to do a review on Owl House said that Owl House made them question their, I'm not sure exactly the right word for this, their sexuality or their gender. If I'm not right on this, please correct me in the comments. I will read them. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to offend anyone. But they said that they really did question theirs after watching it, which I've never really have questioned mine that I know of. If I have, I can't remember. I haven't done it the last month or two. So I hadn't done it. If I've done it so far that I can't remember if I've ever questioned mine. I don't think I have though. But they said that they liked that Disney was doing something that normally Disney does not do. And thing is, they're right, but they're also not, because they weren't forthcoming with it when they did it, but I have noticed that they did do it in another, but they weren't forthcoming with it, but it was hinted at, very, very little hinted at, in Star vs. the Force video, which I will watch again and probably do like a little video about that. But in this one, specifically Owl House, they were full on out there and everything, and they actually, in the last episode that aired before they went on this hiatus, which apparently that has come to an end on March 19th, so we're getting it back. So I was happy, I was excited. Our house is supposed to be back March 19th. I don't know if it's gonna be on Disney Plus. I know that all the other episodes of Our House is on Disney Plus, so if you have Disney Plus, please go and watch it. It's such a good show. But if you don't, then you can probably go online somewhere and find the episodes. And if you are a fan of TikTok, because I know there's some people out there that's probably not a fan, and probably gonna be like, so you're on TikTok? So are you on Reddit? Because I bet you're on Reddit. I have both a Reddit and a TikTok account. I'm on TikTok more than Reddit, but yes, I have both. But apparently there's something you can't, whatever. But when it started, when I heard Owl House, I'm thinking this is what it was about. And I can't exactly remember because the whole thing, I watched it and it just... So I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. It's a Disney Channel. I probably won't watch it. I saw a preview for it. I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's like this. No, not like that either. So I'm thinking, okay, so I'm like, okay, I gotta watch at least the first episode. And I watched the first episode, I'm thinking, I gotta see the second one. So I saw the first 3 episodes and thinking, yeah, it's okay. Well, apparently, my husband was already, apparently half of the first season had already played. And he had already seen it. So I'm like, oh my god. So when I found out that it was a Disney show, I went on Disney Plus and was able to find it. The entire first season was already out, so I got to watch the whole first season. It took me about 3 days to watch because I had to, sleep, food, I couldn't binge. I had other things. I did binge Vampire Diaries. It only took like a week, maybe 2 weeks to watch. I think it only took like 2 weeks to watch, and that's like non-stop. That's like starting this early in the morning and just going. But during the first season, they did have a lot of scenes that I was not exactly 100% comfortable with, and let me tell you, it did take a little while for me to even become okay with this. I guess because maybe I was sheltered growing up as a kid, or maybe because I didn't see a lot of it until I was out of high school. Yes, I am out of high school. I graduated. So, that gives you a point to my age. I made a little comment about this in my earlier videos about, hey, can you guess my age and can you guess right? And I'm probably older than what you think. Well, now you know I'm older than 18 now. They had a lot of scenes where if it was with Luce and Amity would blush, and sometimes Luce would. There was actually one episode where her whole face went completely bright red. It was kind of cute, but it was kind of odd. But I decided that I was not sure if I wanted to watch the second season of this or even finish watching the first. I decided, I hadn't really grown up with this, and I don't really know of this, whatever you want to call it, people being opposite, whatever. I don't want to use the wrong word, and people get mad in the comments. I remember that Amity started off with green hair, which was kind of odd, but kind of cool. I mean, sure, this is Disney, but I mean, Amity has the crazy giant hair and the weird colors and stuff, so I guess it didn't, really bother me that she had green hair. I mean, I like green. Green's a good color, depending on what color, because actually, there's 2 greens that are a little bit different that I really love, and that's what I call... And this is going to tell you how this might tell you how young I am and what I'm obsessed with, but Cat Noir Green and Fox Green. I'm sorry, but I love Miraculous and I love Zootopia, and I have this. If you watch Reckless, you know what this is. This is actually an earphone case, so you can put your headphones in it. And it actually came with headphones. They were not attached, but it came with headphones. And I saw these headphones and I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna wear these, because there's no way I could ever do that, because I really would hate to wear them and mess them up. But I will show you them, because it was kind of cool, and actually I decided that I would use them. Sorry, they're plugged into my Switch. By the way, I have this Switch. I have the Animal Crossing Switch, and the background is different and stuff, and the green and the blue are lighter. And right now I have Animal Crossing now. I love Animal Crossing, and my favorite Animal Crossing character would have to be, and I don't know if they're in New Horizon, but I know they're in New Leaf, is, well, first, the ones that are, of course, in Animal Crossing, been in probably all of Animal Crossing, is Isabelle and Rosie. Isabelle is the assistant mayor to the mayor in New Leaf. I know her personally from that one, because I played that one like all the time. And then, of course, she's helping with Tom Nook at Town Hall in New Horizon. Rosie is a little cute little blue cat that I absolutely, oh my gosh, she was my neighbor in New Leaf, and I just, oh my god, I loved her. She was awesome. They said that you could use amiibos and invite them to the campground when they had the campground. So, me and my husband being Zelda fans, we had a few different Zelda amiibos. And I decided that I'm going to say, well, hey, can I? Oh, yes. I don't know what to, but we had the bow and arrow Link from Breath of the Wild, and we have him on the Horse of the Hood. And we had another one, but I can't remember which one it was. And I was able to invite, you can invite 3 different ones that I know of. There's another one I don't know of it. One was, I think, the bird girl from Wind Waker, the one with the lion boat and stuff, and you're on the water. Another one was Epona, like actual Epona, like she's like animated. She's like an Animal Crossing animal, a horse, but it's Epona, and that's her actual name. And they all have like their own little camper things that they drive to the campgrounds, and you can buy like different stuff like from different seasons. You can get like the new hero stuff, and you get Breath of the Wild attire, and Zelda and the wig, and the new hero wig, and everything. And you can invite them to live on your island, at your town. So cool. And you can pick where they live, because you have to do a house with them or whatever. So I decided that me personally, I was going to invite Epona. I didn't invite the bird girl, but I did invite Epona. And then I used the last amiibo that we had, which I still can't tell you, but I think the one where Link's on the horse and he has the hood is Epona, and the one with the bow and arrow that he's shooting, I think that is Wolf Link. Or Toon Link, I can't remember, but it was Wolf. Well, actually it's W.Link, but it's basically Wolf Link, and I was like, oh! So, of course, I invited him to live in my village. I know you can do it with New Leaf. I don't know if you can do it with New Horizon. I know that the amiibo cards that they used to sell, I know that you can use those to invite someone to the campground, and you can invite them to live with you afterwards. These are the headphones. So they sit in your ear like this. So, that's how I got Rosie in New Horizon. I loved it. I absolutely love Rosie. Rosie is like my absolute favorite. Actually, if you have been to Build-A-Bear, and if you have seen commercials for Build-A-Bear, they had an Isabelle plush that you could buy that's got her little Hawaiian shirt and her shorts and stuff. And they have a new one that they just came out with that has her in her sweater, like her winter stuff, that is New Horizon sweater or whatever. And they had one where you could buy like a little bag of bells, and you could buy like a present that was all plush and stuff. And I actually got the present for the Animal Crossing, and I got this bell with the Hawaiian shirt. She's in the actual bedroom where I sleep. And I oh my god, I love her. If I ever did Rosie, I would so get her. Um, so, but getting back to what I was talking about, Owl House, Amity started off with green hair, and then she got the purple hair, which I loved the purple. I was like, yes, thank you. I just loved the purple way better than the green. I just did. I actually loved it so bad that I actually tried to find a purple wig and tried to go as Emily last year for Halloween. It did not work out. But if I am able to and stuff, and I can actually find a decent wig and maybe make or buy the costume online, I might try to go to Amity to the Con that they had this year. I went to the con last year, and I went as a Sailor Moon, and maybe I will post a picture on Facebook, still Brandy Gibbetti. I might actually post a picture of what I look like with 3 people that I took pictures with. One was Darth Vader, one was the Princess Peach, and the other one was from Demon Slayer. And I'll let y'all, I won't tell y'all who that was. I'll let y'all see who that was. I'll post them later to Facebook, and you can find them on the Brandy Gibbetti page. I knew what Disney was hinting at with the whole Amity and Luce thing because of different stuff, and I wasn't totally 100% okay with it when it started. I'm just not. I'm not. It. It's not that it makes me uncomfortable. It's just I'm not used to it, and I'm not used to seeing it, especially in shows. I guess because whatever I watch, they just don't have that in the show. But, after they put the very last episode out on Disney Plus, I decided I was going to go back and watch the entire series from the very first episode to the last episode that just aired so that I could watch it. So I made it through one whole time, the first time where it was once a week, and I had time to process it, and I know 1 or 2 episodes one day when I was not here at the house. I was actually in Jekyll, and if you ever go to Jekyll Island, and I know I'm chasing rabbits, I'm not staying on topic, it's what I do, it's how my videos are going to be. If you ever are in Jekyll, go to the place called Pinball Palace. They have all these pinball machines, and they have a few other different games, but it is like you pay so much for like an hour or 2 hours. On Sunday they have like an all day thing. You pay this and you get to come. You can come and go as you please on Sundays. They have like little candy bars and like little. They're a little bit bigger than the mini cans. They're not full cans, but they're a little bit smaller than those. Of canned drinks that you can buy, and they have a little cup holder at each game that you can play, and they they're great. I love the pinballs. I actually got into a few of them that I could not play. They have an area for like kids with the bounce house and stuff, and they have an air hockey table back there. Oh my god, me and my husband played that for about 2 to 3 rounds, and it just I couldn't beat him, and I'm normally really good at it. So that went downhill, but Nick, my husband Nick, he played, I know, every single pinball in there. I mean, he played every single one. He loves pinball. So we went. Last year was when we actually went, but the year before is when I actually I said, did that say Pinball Palace? Did that really just say Pinball? He's like, huh? I said, I think a building back there said Pinball Palace. And it's so cool. You get there because the sign is on the road, and then you go down the road a little bit, and there's like this, it looks like a castle. And the front entrance is like a drawbridge. It is. Next time I go, I'm gonna have to get pictures, and I will post them on Facebook. But last year we went like 2 days in a row because like there was no parking anywhere within like actually decent walking distance to get to the beach, so we could actually spend time on the beach, which is why we went. So we went to Pinball Palace, and I enjoyed, but if we would have not been able to get in water at all, which we did not, I had to go to the pool, which that was good enough for me. I did not be able to get in the ocean, but I was able to get in the pool because the hotel we stayed at had a pool that was probably nicer than a hotel that we did stay at. Next time we probably will get something different. He wants to go back, I know, again, because he wants to get on the Emerald Princess. It's a casino ship, and you have to dress nice, like, you know, you can't go in there in shorts and a t-shirt. You have to go in there in, like, at least khakis. They do not allow you to wear open-toe shoes. You have to wear closed-toe shoes. So, yes, I would probably wear a skirt and a really nice top or a dress or something. Because you have to dress a little nice. Apparently, there is a dress code for it, so you might want to check the dress code before you go. It's also in Jekyll. It's really weird to find it because you have to get off this bridge and then you have to go down this road and then you have to turn and go under the bridge and go over to the water. It took us a while, and we were going to go, but the next one was like 7 at night, and I'm like, I don't want to go dark on the water. I want to go while it's daylight on the water. So we were going to eventually go back at some point and go. I probably will not play because I'm not good at any kind of card games or poker or gambling because I am I'm very easy to read. Apparently, I do not have a good poker face at all. So I will not be playing the games. I will let Tim play and he can have his fun. I'll just, be there for support or whatever. But, I guess after watching them as they came out and then watching the entire series, I said, I'm not sure if I'm okay with this or not. I'm not sure if I like this or not. I was like, you know what? Giving a month and then I'll go back and watch again. So I let it sit with me for a month and I was thinking on off of it and I decided, you know what? I'm going to watch it again. And I said, let me go with it with an open heart and an open mind and not judge it the way, because kids are raised and we judge stuff based on how we're raised, right? I mean, we all do that. So I'm like, let me go with it with an open mind, open heart, and let me actually watch it and let me just focus on the story and not exactly what, let me not judge it so bad. So I went back and I watched the entire series. I watched like 2 episodes and I would watch like 4 or 5 episodes, take a break, and then I had to go back and watch a few more. It took me about 2 total days to do this, because I would take about 10-20 minutes in between, maybe 30 minutes in between the 4 to 5 videos, or 4 or 5 episodes that I'd watch, just to let everything process. I know sometimes it takes longer than 20 to 30 minutes to process something like that. It sometimes takes you all day or all week. So, as I was doing this, it took about 2 to 3 days to watch, and I decided that I was going to go and do a little bit of research on my computer, because this is a phone, I have a tablet, I have Switch. I have a computer that right now, the HDMI port on my TV is not working, so I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe I can get it fixed or cheap, maybe not. I thought it was power cord, and it's not. It's HDMI input, where you plug in the HDMI port to the TV. So I don't have a computer right now. And I've only had the smartphone for about 11 months now. I haven't had even a full year. So, like, any videos is just on the smartphone, and I might have my computer or my tablet going while I'm doing it. But I was like, I'm going to do some research. So, apparently, the creators of the show talked a little bit about why they made the show and what they wanted to be about and everything.